Good afternoon, everybody. Here we are. We're back at Club 9. We are in the Diamond League Teams Showdown. Just waiting for the score overlay there for both the teams to come up. Sorry about that, guys. We've got Nick Gahan versus Adam Taylor, and it's TFGF versus the Spartans. So this is the loser side of the bracket. Neither of these teams are losers, I will say. But it is the B bracket. That's what we call it sometimes. These teams are battling it through to try and get back to the final to play the undefeated teams. So both Nick Gahan, I think he's about just shy of a 600 Fargo rate, and Adam Taylor's just over 600. I think he's ticked over 600 now. The first game that they play is 10 ball, and as you would have seen, they lag for the break to determine who the breaker will be. So Nick's obviously won the lag, and we'll be breaking. So if you've just joined us, guys, we're here live at Club 9. Please like and share the stream, share it with all your friends. We're going live to YouTube on the Club 9 YouTube channel. I will be joined by my co-commentator today, Mr. Greg Jenkins, the Super Coach. He will be joining us shortly. So here we are. Nick just winding up, getting ready to break. Electing for the front-on break. He's got a very straight arm there, locks it in. Breaks, gets the 2 in the middle, nice, and he's got a shot on the 1. So I'll be quite happy about that. So he's just removing the template. Wonder if we have a live chat feature anywhere on this. Anywhere I can have a look at. Do we have one, Todd? Is there something there for YouTube? I think there is a live chat. Yeah. Let us know, guys, who you are and where you're watching from. I know Rob Carnell, one of the owners of Club 9, was watching the last match. Said it was crystal clear and quite enjoyed it. So here goes Nick. He's pushing it into the corner pocket. Nice shot. Tried to hold the speed there for the 3. We'll be nicking this into the side. Maybe trying to avoid the black or potentially just running straight into it to hold for the 4. Remains to be seen. It's always tricky to commentate because, you know, players not so much do things unexpected, but they do what they're comfortable doing. Yeah, so he's just looking at the line there, working out where that cue ball is going to go. And look, that's what happens if you are just joining us for the first time. We're here at the Diamond League Finals. This is on the loser's side. And there he is. He's just rolled up there onto the black to give him a bit of a pause on the pace of the cue ball so he could land on the 4. He's going to play this 4, come off the bottom rail, most likely, and come around the 10 and the 5 to land on the 5 in the corner pocket. He's looking at the line now. He's got a nice natural angle. So he'll be looking to bring the white ball between the 5 and the 9, somewhere into the middle of the table. Yeah, he's playing. He may be playing it with inside, trying to bring it up and down past the 10. We'll just see how he likes to play it. He's gone around, as I suspected. Okay, so he's got the 5-10 combination. Now, there's no early wins, and it's a called shot game, so he would need to nominate the 10, which he has just done. So the 10 will be respotted, and then he will still be shooting the 5. Now, given the slight angle, the 5 will roll up the table towards the 9. And Nick is taking his time to line this up. It's quite missable. Played a nice pace. Very well done. 10 ball gets respotted. So Nick will wait for that to come through. All right, I'm joined here by my fellow commentator, Mr. Greg Jenkins. How are you, Greg?
Very well, Stuart. Good afternoon, everyone.
Nick's just played a combination on the 5-10 and then respotted the 10. So now he's shooting the 5 ball. Obviously checking out from 6 to 7, I guess.
Yeah, it wants to be reasonably close to straight on this. That's fine. Again, probably doesn't want to run too far, so he's still got an angle then to use from the 7 to come back out for the 8.
Do you generally, with these shots, do you play it at a pace where you're just making sure it's almost pocket pace, you're not trying to slam it in, you're just trying to drop it in, and then the white ball's going to just tickle forward a little bit?
Correct. Just enough to come away from the cushion to give yourself a bit more cueing. That's fine. He probably does need a little bit of left-hand side to help it run around the 2 cushions so he doesn't get too far away from the 8.
And he doesn't want to get caught by that 9 either.
That's it.
If he runs too far.
A little bit of running side would just bring it quick around the angle.
Right. We don't have one of those drawing mechanisms. We're still waiting for our for that, and we're also waiting for our instant replays.
I'm fine. I'm just watching your finger on the monitor here.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. So
right.
you know, he's done well. Exactly what you said. Played it with the side.
Yeah, just underplayed a little. He tends to sort of push through a little bit snappy in the final delivery, which just sort of doesn't apply the spin as much as he could. So he tends to sort of almost start to use a little bit of body movement to make it a little bit more power.
So just go across. Yeah, like
he just needs to be plain. I think he's worried, not worried about the in off. He's worried about where the white ball's going. It's still going to be high on the 9. So he probably, if he could start to go not quite 2 times across, but certainly come past the 9 so he gets an opportunity to maybe make it in the middle.
I mean, even if he landed where he is now, he's still got the 9 into the corner pocket.
Fine.
So he's got quite a lot of options with the 9 in the middle of the table.
Yeah, the key now is not to get caught thinking about the cue ball. It's to just really focus on that angle that he's got now and make that his priority.
So part A.
Absolutely part A. So part A is just making the cue ball reach the object ball at the right angle. Whether it goes in or not, whether the cue ball gets position.
Knuckle.
Yeah,
Goodness.
He just let it ride a bit, the luck, and got away with it. So now he just needs to play nice and smooth to get on the other side of the 10.
So he'll just roll forward?
That's it.
Probably about sort of 6-8 inches, maybe a bit more?
Yeah, that's all.
We'll just watch this shot here. Just rolls it forward.
Yep.
Nice.
So
plum.
In learning the correct amount of topspin, you have to take into consideration how full a hit you're going to hit on the object ball. So with that shot, once the cue ball meets the object ball, it's lost a lot of its power. So you have to then make sure that the topspin then is still maintained and carried on.
Right.
But nice clearance after that.
Yep. Picks up 11 points.
Good start.
It's no longer a race to 200. We've dulled the race, and I was actually talking to Todd Hayward.
Yes.
Yeah, he came in and he said, Stuart, what I'd love to see, we were talking about it, we saw a prize money distribution table, which would come up on the screen, and it would have like a countdown. So the longer they took, the less prize money was available. So we're having a bit of a chuckle about that. So if they're taking too much time, we go, righto, guys, all the prize money's reducing.
There we go.
Todd would love that because, you know, he wouldn't have to stay here quite as long. Oh, dear. Well, they are playing for, I think it's $20,000 prize money, and I think it's $8,000 to the winner, $4,000 to the runner-up. So
that's serious money.
It's a pretty decent amount of cash, especially in, that's a few tanks of petrol there.
Definitely is.
Help you pay your rent, pay your mortgage.
Put a deposit on another cue.
Rob Carnell, very good, mate. Good to see you here, buddy. Thanks for joining us. One of the co-owners of Club 9. Fantastic club here in North Strathfield.
And a wonderful cue maker.
Yeah, he makes very good cues. I like the shafties, mate.
He just recently made one for Barry Mavros.
The mule, the man, the champion.
He absolutely loves it. I had probably about 10 shots with it. Tried everything I could to not pot and potted all 10 with side and spin and screw. So it was a wonderful new addition to Barry's
arsenal
array of cues. So, yeah, no, he's very, very happy with it.
Yeah, no, Rob makes a good cue. So if you're after a custom cue, not a production cue, which is what I sell, but a custom cue,
absolutely,
Rob certainly can look after you from Carnell Cues, so carnellcues.com.au.
And do you remember the timber that was used in that?
I think it's kiln wood or something.
Yes.
I think it is. Rob would know.
A darker wood.
Yep.
But wonderful.
It's like he bakes it or something, or it's
I'm
baked
not sure.
or something.
It's a one piece of timber, but it certainly plays reaction-wise with whatever you're applying.
Yep. Good centre ball break there from Will Yarn.
And he made a ball.
Made 2.
Excellent. Yeah, it's with the Magic Rack, the second ball's past the front ball. Both target towards the centre pockets if you hit fairly square. And it's exactly what happened. Both balls went in.
Funny story about Magic Rack. I know you'd know this gentleman, John Wims.
Yes.
He'd been out of the game for quite some time, and he ended up coming back to the Sydney 8-ball Masters, and that was probably back in 2019, just before pre-COVID. Geez, we're gonna be saying pre-COVID now. That's going to be a thing.
New term, yes.
Yeah, new term.
I think he's going to try and break the 11 out.
Yes.
Top spin roll through. Oh, maybe the 9. Actually, I was wrong. It was actually the 9 but 15. But I think he may have blocked, but he's still got the 11 into the bottom corner past the 6.
Yep. I think
he may even have the 9. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to take the 9, come off the rail, and then go from the 15 to the. Don't know if that 13's on. No, sure. I don't think so. He didn't look at it very quickly, so I think he
did get down a bit quick.
Yeah, I think he might be coming for the 11 here. Looks like he's going to roll forward. He's going low. It's a bit hard to say. Yep, so he's done exactly what you said. Rolled over for the 11.
Oh, the 13
is on. Must be on.
Yeah, because of the angle he's got now on that 11 looks a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, a little bit tight.
As we can see there, the 11's past 6. So he needs to still...
10 ball?
I think he's going to 12, but he needs to think about where he wants to be.
I wonder if that 12 goes into the side pocket under the black.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. The 10 looks like it only goes into one corner pocket, so he's playing that now. But he's got to manage the speed. And so what you don't want to do is pull the cue back a long way, because then you generate pace. So he only really needs a very short cue action.
Well, he's shortened up there. His hand's fairly close.
That will lessen the amount of spin that he puts on it. And he tried to put a bit of check side.
Yep.
As a result, it moved the cue ball slightly.
Right.
And that changed the contact, which made him miss. Just got to be careful when you're applying side over a distance.
Okay.
And how much you put on. The more you put on, the more the cue ball could potentially deviate or squirt and throw, what they call that. But you really don't need as much as people put on. So you probably only just have to come out maybe half a tip from the centre, and that's enough to change the direction and rebound of the cue ball.
Right.
Just players tend to fall straight into that extreme edge of putting amount of side on.
So Nick's looking at the line on the 4 here, so he's going to take the 3, come into the 4, and then he's looking at where do I connect for the 1 or the 2.
Well, they're all actually on, aren't they? So if he could get pretty straight on the 4, he could run through and actually play the 6, and then maybe run through a little bit more and play the 1 in the centre and then the 2 in the other centre and be all over. But it just depends on what he sees.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that 1 and the 2. I'm just interested to know whether or not that, if he lands up here, see, I didn't think that 1 could go past I don't know if he can get on this side to put the 1 in the right-hand side pocket.
That's what I'm thinking. The 2 looks like it goes better.
Oh, yeah.
But if he can get, maybe he's playing it just high with left.
Yeah, he's just going to drop it in and then play that.
Okay, he's going to kiss into the 12 off the 4 and just hope that he doesn't maybe nudge the 12 down past the 1 and 2 and block that pocket. But I think he's going to play it quite steady.
I think he's just going to drop it in.
Just drop it in and just give a little nudge on the 12.
Miss the 12.
Wow, he's actually he's still held a little bit for the 2. That's okay.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit tough bridging when he's bridging over that black. Be good to get a zoom shot on that one.
Yes. Just obscured by the 8 a little bit, but he'll have to then come across the front of the 1 and play it in the opposite top pocket.
So back to my story about John Williams. Comes back to the Sydney 8-ball Masters. He's been out of the game. He's double Oceania champion back to back. Turns up to the tournament. Hasn't played in probably 5 or 6 years, and then he says, "Hey, Stuart, what's this plastic rack? What's this all about?" And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, this sheet. What's this? I was, "Oh, it's a magic rack." And he goes, "I've never seen one before." So he'd been out of the game for a while, young John.
There you go. Yes, you still find a lot of traditionalists don't like the magic rack, but yet it certainly puts the balls tight and keeps them together and very consistent.
Mm.
So a bit tricky.
Let's bridge in on this shot. Let's have a look at this other camera angle. See how close his hand is.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Oh, he's a little bit short on the
1.
coming over the 1.
Play this with top left and try to come down, or
I don't know that he's going to have the angle from that particular shot. I think he may have to screw into the side cushion and come back towards
across
the 8. It's not a lot of angle. He really hasn't got a lot of work, but the 6 will only go into one pocket. The top
so
left.
you won't go into this bottom left. It'll only go into the top left.
So.
Right. He's looking at it.
I think he's trying to make it go.
I think he's judging how far out in the side of the pocket he can cheat it. Mm-hmm. But I agree with you. I think it's only going in that top left.
Looks like it obscures. And so that's really limiting what he can do here and makes it quite a challenge to get across for the 6.
Could he potentially try to punch it into the right-hand side with bottom right and get it to go forward and whip around and try and break him open? I mean, I know it's a big shot, but...
And he doesn't do a lot of warm-ups in his stroke, so yeah. That's not bad.
He's done as well as he could.
He's got a chance. He's going to have to hit it very thin, and then, of course, it's coming off the side of the 11, and then, again, just testing his luck like he did the previous frame to see what happens.
Yeah.
He was looking at the cannon off the 11.
Oh, the carom?
Yes. So he's looking at that, which is a pretty good option to control the cue ball. The 11 is going to come flying out of that. So it may kiss the cue ball. Depends on what he does with it. So he's just running through to try to get the carom off the 11. Yeah.
No, he's missed it.
We'll just see what happens now.
Well, it will depend if Will's got the 11, it would be a good stabilising shot for him because it's pretty straight. Mm-hmm. He could just come off that rail and come down for the 12 or the 10. He may be forced to play a safety, maybe play off the 12, come behind the 10. That could be one shot. Looks like he might be on the 11. Yeah, I think I have actually pulled the blinds down. Yep. I have looked at that before.
It's a strong winter sun coming through.
Yep. It just comes down a bit lower, quicker.
Mm.
So definitely we've invested in some blockouts. We're just waiting on them to be installed. Okay, so he's called a timeout here.
Which in this particular situation, they can have all the players coming to the table?
Yep. Absolutely. It's called a team timeout. So it doesn't actually mean that the marquee has to do it if it was, but so Joe's just giving him a few pointers. You can see the blinds down there in the background, but that winter sun is coming on through. What do you think about the timeout? Do you think it's a good mechanic?
I think it's a great thing because it's certainly, if players just get a little caught up in not knowing what they need to do, and they just don't know the next step. The marquee comes in and just makes some opportunities and options for them, and has to remember that it's no good saying what they would do necessarily because the person calling them out may not have the skill
to execute what they're talking
that shot.
about.
So what they have to do is suggest some shots, ask them which they prefer, that they may be more comfortable in, and see if they can do that. So he's just held the cue ball so he can try to cut that in and zigzag backwards and forwards.
So go across one, maybe two rails for the black in the middle.
I don't think he'll sort of hit it too soft because I think you're better off just getting through the cue ball, giving it a good stroke.
Oh,
We used all of the pocket there, which is fine.
Yeah, he's probably a bit nervous. When you're a player and you've been given
Again, we just see a player not being comfortable enough to play the correct angle. Just rushing it a little. Just that trying to get it over the line, which again, part B is playing anything other than the line of aim. So wanting to make the black, win the frame, get the points on the board, but didn't have enough focus on where the cue ball was aimed.
I think sometimes when you're a player, I was getting to that is when you're like a number 2 or a number 3 player and you get a marquee timeout and the marquee comes and gives you some information. It can put more pressure on you because you just feel like, well, they're watching me.
You can put yourself under pressure because you think that it's not your shot, it's someone else's suggestion that you're trying to say, yes, I'll do that. Even if you're not quite comfortable enough to make the shot, you think you almost have to do the shot. And that's important when I've been in that situation to ask the player, are you happy with this suggestion or is it something that you're not happy with? Because I definitely don't want to force you to make a shot that I'm just suggesting.
You can see Mark Lang there, Captain Moonboot, I call him.
Yep. You should really buy another one so it looks fashionable. Obviously, they only sell one on the moon.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sure that filtered light coming through is probably just putting them off a little bit.
It's probably more prevalent through our camera. Different angles don't show it.
I've noticed quite a lot of players when they get to that last ball, the money ball, we'll call it the money ball, they hit it quite firmly.
That's adrenaline.
Right.
It's wanting to make sure you get it, making sure you don't underplay it. And sometimes that can cause the cue ball to roll too far and drop into a pocket.
Right.
I've done it myself where you are trying to make the ball rather than play the correct speed of shot because you're sort of a little bit wound up and try to force the shot.
Wow. A blast from the past. Hock's in the building.
In the building?
He's in the building. I just got sent a message.
Well, there you go. He's one of the old players.
Oh, God. I better go out there and say hello to him because he'll be waiting to say g'day. So I'm just going to jump out for 2 seconds just to say hello to him very quickly. I'll leave you here with Greg for 1 second.
No problem.
I think he wanted to say hi.
No, it's good to see. We get players visiting us now from the past, and some have returned. I mean, it's certainly a game that stays with you, and what a wonderful venue at Club 9 here is with these beautiful diamond tables. Give all the players a great opportunity to play well. But we're certainly getting down to the nitty-gritty. There's 6 teams left now. These 4 teams are playing off, where the 2 winning teams make it into the knockout semi-finals. So dry break from Joe. Not a lot of options. Looks like he's trying to cut the 4-ball into the centre. Successful. Cue ball's travelled a little bit further than he would have liked, and so now not a clear shot. So it may be a containing shot for a bit of safety. He's actually calling a 3-ball plant. The 3 under the 7 onto the 2, so this would be quite a good shot. And when you're doing a 3-ball plant, you line up the second ball to the first to the pocket and then come back behind the third to see a correct line. Well, unfortunately, he didn't pocket one of his own balls and has given up the table. So after hitting his ball, he was pocketed one of his opponent's balls. That does not constitute a foul. It's just a handover. If he was able to successfully pocket the ball he was nominating and pocket an opponent's ball, he would still carry on. Joe was able to run into the 8-ball there and hold position for the 9. He's got a little bit of work to do. He's shooting the 11 ball. Coming out one cushion. And I think he'll be going the 13 into the left corner, trying to break out or at least get position onto the 10, which is a little bit trapped by the 6. If he was able to hit the 6, that would be fine. Otherwise, he'll probably try and hit the 10 and make it come away from the cushion where it is now. Yep, he was able to hit the 6, which gives him position on the 10. He'll probably slow roll this one, play the 12 down the cushion, and have the 9. Bottom left for position on the 8-ball on the back cushion. He'll prefer to play this low just to avoid running forward, trying to hold the white out from the cushion now. Nice shot. He'll just either play a stop shot or a little bit of a slow roll on the 9. Nice held. Comfortable 8 into the corner. Nice clearance. The Spartans currently lead this match 46-16. It might seem like 30 points is a lot, but as we get further into the match, you'll see there are double point matches, and that really can make a change in who's in front and who's behind. As I said before, not all players prefer the magic rack. We can see the traditional triangle being used there, and that's just a person's preference. See a dry break. And Adam's coming to the table now. Got a choice of cutting the 3 into the middle or the 5 into the corner. Looks like he's taking the 5, or at least lining it up. Nice shot, nice run through. Probably one a little bit further. Was going to try to play the 3 into the opposite middle. A little bit indecisive now at the moment, Adam. Just seeing whether the 7 will actually cut from where he is. Nice shot. And got a nice little kiss on the 6 as well. Still a lot to work to do in this frame. It's very difficult to control holding on to that position for the 6, which he was able to do, but unfortunately the remaining 2 balls after this are going to be a much harder option. He does have the option of thinning on the side or the bottom side of the 6 and running into the 8, which will cannon the 8 onto the 2. You can see there's, if he could hit very thin on the 6, hit the right-hand side of the 8, that could cut the 2 in. Just not sure whether he can see that himself. Okay. May just be trying to run the 4 down to bump the 15 away from the pocket. So decided on a safety shot, trying to get the cue ball back, and it's exactly where he did. Nice shot. Playing the 15 into the bottom right corner. Trying to hold the white, which he did. Would have liked maybe a little bit of backspin, but can still play the 10 in the corner. The cue ball will contact the 2, and that can potentially open up that area. It's got to hit this very thin. Or he could just try to play a safety shot. Just seeing if the ball's frozen. Just playing a safety shot, containing safety shot. If he does move the 4 ball, that's going to open up the 9, which may or may not be a good idea later, but he's going to thin this and maybe go back up the table. Just roll the 2 into this cushion, calling it in the opposite corner pocket and just getting the cue ball back maybe for the 4. It's a good idea, and was able to get the 2 ball nicely out. Decided to break open his balls, as the 4 is very tricky, but I see there's a slight angle on the 2. Adam may choose to try to come in to roughly where he is now with some right-hand spin. He's come down very nicely.
Nice. Hits the 12.
And lovely.
What a great shot, Adam.
It was a very good shot. Not as easy after this. Maybe he can stay on the bottom cushion and
put it up into the top left.
Put it into the top and maybe even play the black in the middle if it goes in. But he's giving it a bump.
That'll work.
Very nice bump. Straight into the corner. Looks nice. Just got to stay very calm and not over-cue it.
Is this a loose backhand for this type of shot?
I think so, yeah.
Nicely done. Well done, Adam. Very nice shot to get down there.
Applying the backspin stopped the cue ball from being forced forward after the contact. So
because it was fairly close,
you know. Close, yeah. Just aiming down below the centre and just getting a little bit of backspin helps the rolling of the 8 ball as well go up the table.
So Hock set a low?
Fantastic, yeah, fantastic player. Wow, he was a tough player to play.
Yep. He was asking me about you and Dave Reljic and a few of the others, and he said, "Are any of them playing?" I said, "Oh, Greg still plays." And I said, "Dave made a bit of a comeback, and
Did.
and Dave had a good time. So, Dave, if you're listening, mate, it was good to see you." And a few of the other boys are floating around. Don't remember if you remember Tony Almadine.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not named Tony Almadine anymore, but
Okay.
he's come into the club a few times, and Hock is quite impressed. He thought the venue was fantastic. He goes, "I only live 10 minutes away." He said, "Oh, I might have to make a comeback."
I know when I was talking to Hector and his wife yesterday, she was saying, "Oh, there was a young guy who used to play really well." And I said, "He's not young now." And she goes, "You're right." And she couldn't remember his name, and I couldn't. And then she walked away, and about 20 minutes later, she came out. She goes, "His name was Sean Budd." I said, "My goodness me, one of the absolute legends of Q Sports in Australia." And I know he's not playing at the moment.
I think he's retired, isn't he?
Pretty much. He's very busy. He and both his wife Jenny are busy with different careers, and good luck to them. And Sean has just been an incredible player of snooker or pool. He was just very, very talented.
Oh yeah, him, Stuart Lawler,
Absolutely.
all very good players. Did you ever play Quentin Hand?
I did. I played Quentin in national titles at 9-ball, and I played excellent one day, and I think it was like 8-0. And his mum was watching because she used to own a snooker room, pool room in Melbourne. And she came up later and she said, "I just got to admire you, appreciate how well you played." She said, "Quentin didn't have a chance." And I said, "Well, thank you. If we get on a snooker table, maybe that'd be different." But yeah, I was able to play him a couple of times in pool.
There's Will's centre ball break. He's done quite well. Managed to get the white ball back to the middle, dead centre.
And choices galore.
Yeah, a couple of
clusters,
yeah. And that 3 ball's also a bit tricky.
Yeah, there's 3 up the top there, the 11, 7.
I actually like the stripes. I'd almost be tempted to take the 7-12 now combination because the 10 will go in the middle, 14's on. Because he's now got to work to dislodge that ball. Oh, he's hit that bit thick.
He may have got a kick or something. He just wasn't a very good contact. He looks a bit odd, but perhaps there was a little bit of chalk had got on the cue ball, and at the contact of the 2 balls gave it a little bit of explosion and pushed it to the right or something. But
so speaking of chalk, what chalk do you use when you play?
Tayum.
Tayum?
Yeah, I think it's developed into just one of the best chalks. There are others. I haven't used them all, but it's certainly a chalk that I use because it keeps everything clean. Keeps the cue ball clean, keeps the table clean, and that's really important. And when the balls are, certainly when they're struck slowly and softly, and you want a nice clean contact.
Yep. Do you know much about Glenn? Who's playing? Shooting now?
Oh, I've certainly played against him and seen him. Very no frills, Glenn.
Yeah, classic pub player.
And exactly, and can certainly play a lot of good shots. So you won't get any fancy jump shots and deep screws off him, but
just plays natural angles.
Plays in natural angles, yeah.
Nice plays a good pace too, I think. Sort of fairly methodical, just sort of saunters around the table.
Yeah. When he's ready, he shoots, and a little bit tricky now. He prefers the little containing safeties every now and again, which is great.
Wonder if he'll bank the 11 here.
So he could just run in and nudge out the 12. Oh, no, he's called the 11. There you go, as you say.
Oh, he's overhit that. Oh, made the 7-12 a bit more awkward. So Will be up looking at the solids. both those balls, like the 10 and the 14, are past the side pocket. I'm wondering whether it would be worth playing the 7-12 combination, knocking in the 12, clearing the pocket, and running the white down to the middle.
Well, he's already decided the group, so he can't. Oh, sorry.
I meant as
actually, you're
as a safety.
You're correct. I actually looked at that first as keeping the cue ball up the other end and away from
the bigs. Yeah,
the bigs. Absolutely. Yeah, it certainly is an option because it keeps the cue ball. If it was perhaps closer to being straight, he may have done that just to make it even more difficult to cue the cue ball. But
now Glenn's got the predicament of two tie-ups. Don't mind Todd. He's just, got it's a bit of a lunger, actually. Young Todd, every time he comes to do an event for us, I'm always coughing and bloody, every time I think he's got the flu.
He's just reminding us he's here.
Yeah, I'm here, guys. That's all right.
That's a nice shot, actually, because he's really left nothing.
Yep.
He's opened the little gap there to allow his ball to be potted into the corner should he get an opportunity.
Yes, correct. Yes, if he's over there near the 3 or something, he can shoot that 11 in. So it will depend on what Will does here. He may have a free shot at moving the 4-5, but even then he's going to open up for the 14. So maybe even an opportunity to try and push that 3 up over the side pocket gently. Yep.
He's caught it in the middle, I think.
So he's coming off the 14.
Yeah, that's a very tricky shot.
Yeah, being very creative.
To be struck very, very smoothly. Yeah, he just got it off the cushion, unfortunately. Needed it to really stay on the cushion.
Yes. I can see this being a bit of a tactical game now.
It has already been and will continue, I think, at this stage. I don't know if he wants to pot it.
All right.
It's fine. Can certainly use that to break it out later.
I think Will's actually got the best position because he's got that 3 to break out the 7.
Well, he has, and he's got the 1 now, which will go
into the 6.
Away to get the 6 out. I got a feeling the 5 might go past the 10 into the middle.
Right.
So I think there's some possibilities.
Wonder if we can see that shot for the 5 and the 10 and see if that 5 will go in the side pocket, Todd. No, so where you've got it lined up, just zoom in on that 5 and 10.
Yeah, it's very tight.
Go to the left a bit. Yeah, I think that will probably just drop in.
Yeah.
Might just shave the 10.
And then from this shot, if he leaves an angle on the 3, he might be able to run down and kiss the 7 and knock the 12 in.
I think he's going to break it out now.
Yeah. He may not leave himself a shot on the 7, depending on what he does with it. But he certainly, unfortunately, he's pushed it past where it was going to be on, and now it's not on into the left pocket. Now he's got to take probably the 6, unless he wants to play safe. But now all the stripes are in a position now to be.
Yeah, he was looking at the short side there of the 7th.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to run into it slowly, which still make the plant, but not push the 7 away. Or hit it even harder and try to bring everything out.
I guess when you start sort of powering up, you do lose a bit of accuracy if your cueing's not spot on.
Absolutely, yeah. And it changes the path of the cue ball off the first contact.
Yep. So he's taking on the 6, as you said.
Is he just a little run through? He's still going to leave balls if he doesn't make it.
Yep. Oh, very unfortunate.
And a double kiss, which doesn't help. So
no.
Yeah, Glenn's can get. He's still got work to do.
That looks pretty straight. That
it does. Yeah,
it doesn't look like he's going to be able. Would he potentially go rail first? Would he maybe take?
I don't think that's his forte. I think he'll either screw back,
right,
or try to get the white out. There he goes.
Yeah,
he was able to get out.
Nice.
Now he needs to make sure that he doesn't block himself
on
his
looking.
last ball by the 7.
Yeah, he's looking at it. Let's have a look at the other angle. Yep.
That's okay. Because he's actually opened up that centre pocket and the cue ball's coming down the left side of that black.
Which puts the black into the right-hand side.
It now allows that black to go into that pocket now. And if he goes a bit further, he can
go at the top.
play the top. So, again, we don't have to do anything fancy. He'll just cut it in and bring the white down. He needs to get down to at least the middle diamond of this lower rail, and ideally would be the first diamond up from the corner pocket.
Okay, another game was played on the other table, so there is a bit of a slight score update. Yeah, he's done the body English there.
He needed more more speed on the cueing.
Yes.
To actually generate the pace. And what happened was he didn't cue very fast in his feathering.
Mm-hmm.
Then when he actually played the shot, it's amazing how your body and your mind realise that something's not strong enough to actually get the position that you're after. So that's where your body's movement comes in.
Right.
So your body actually realises as you're cueing that final delivery that it's not powerful enough, and you end up adding a little bit of body movement.
Yep. Well, I
think trying to sort of get the extra distance with the cue ball through body, which doesn't actually work. But it's amazing how often you.
So he's checked if that 6 is frozen.
Yes.
And he's going to run this off the 6 and just try and tuck it behind the black and the 2.
Yeah, just touch.
Because he knows that Glenn, as you said, he's no.
Okay, that's
fine. That he knows he's no nonsense. He probably doesn't have a jump cue. Probably would never know what it is.
Correct. Unless he's been to the future and back again, and he's improved that side of it. But we may see him try to come out of.
He's going to
at least one cushion.
Yeah, one cushion maybe. Yeah, one cushion kick, I'd say. And where is he going to be aiming here, Greg? Like above the 5, like roughly?
Above the 5, probably between the diamond and the centre pocket.
Yep, that's what I thought. Yep.
And I think you want to have a little bit of, just a tiny, tiny bit of left-hand spin to help the cue ball run around the table. So if it gets top, it could get caught down there. But
he's bashed it.
He's certainly hit it into the ball, nicely contacted. Unfortunately, wasn't enough of an angle to make the pot, but great effort, terrific effort. And he's lucky because although he's missed it, he hasn't left an opening for all the balls.
No, I mean, Will may have a free shot at the 5 and try and run safe.
Yep.
Try and run the white ball back behind the black.
Definitely.
And every ball that's there, it's a bit of a wall.
He's just asked for a marquee help.
Yep. Maybe he's even thinking about punching it off the bottom rail, off the 14, and trying to get it into the pocket. Is it?
No, it won't go underneath. Won't go underneath there, but I think I would prefer to stay down this end, play the 5. If he could even play the 5, the 6, 2 to a stop shot,
and
then force Glenn into having to get out of a snooker again. And if he was unsuccessful, then be able to place the cue ball down near where the 7 was to be able to pocket into the right top. But I think it's a bit, for me, it might be something Joe's comfortable with, but it's not a shot that will, as we saw before, sometimes you listen to the marquee and you think, yeah, I've got to do that. And when you do it, you're not as comfortable playing it.
Yep.
So he's asking more and more questions now. For me, that's like, I'm not comfortable with this shot, so I'm going to ask more questions about it. And if Joe picks it up, he should be saying, well, it doesn't sound like the right shot for you. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's options, always options.
Well, he's made his own choice. He's going to go the 5, which is what we discussed.
Yeah.
And Adam's saying, try and get it down there.
Well, if he calls safe, he's still going to get the cue ball across to the middle diamond.
Well, definitely call safe. I mean, we can't tell if he's called safe. Our assumption is that he has.
Yeah, see, he didn't. The problem was that the top spin brings it forward off the contact.
Yep.
And not knowing exactly how the cue ball was going to react.
Would he have had to have stunned that more?
Needed to be lower down.
Yep.
or even punched it a little with
Yeah,
top.
right.
Which again, it's not an easy shot.
Yeah, it's like a stun follow almost.
Yeah, you've got to actually manufacture the shot. So the natural shot was exactly where the cue ball went. It was a slight angle. He potted it, and the top spin carried it forward.
Yep.
It's not assuming that it'll always go that.
Maybe if it was a bit firmer, it might have. Glenn's really moving the body there.
Well, again, what happens is on that shot, as you cue it, you see that it's not going to cut. So you try to swerve your body to move the white ball as it's travelling. It's one of those amazing
Filipino style
out-of-body experiences that you try to project onto the cue ball.
Yep. Move, damn it.
But you know when you've struck it that it's not going.
Yep.
So you put a bit of a body wobble in.
Well, as Barry Mavros would say, you can smell the sweat, the pressure.
And he didn't have time to run up with a broom to try to make the cue ball bend.
So young Will is going to come off this side of this six.
He's done.
Oh, wow, he's cut it in. Don't go in off. No, he's fine. Now, if he called safety on that, that's a legend shot, that one.
Well, yeah, he's a bit of distance now on these. This isn't easy. And I would say he doesn't have the marquee option, so he's really got to come up with something himself. If he tries to just play normal plain ball, the cue ball's going to come off the side rail very close towards where the 2 is now, and it would take a little bit of luck to still end up on the 2.
Underneath it.
And he might have just got there, but he again probably has to use a little bit of backspin to avoid any double hits.
Yep.
And try to just swing the cue ball across a little bit or hold it a little bit and play the black into the opposite top pocket. But anything plain, it's risking.
Well, he's shortening up there.
He's going low because he needs to avoid the double hit. That's a nice stroke. Now he's got an option. If he runs through this, of course, there's an opportunity in off in the middle.
Top.
Yeah, again, he's just got to control that cue ball.
Pocket pace, nice.
Nice shot.
Got away with it.
Well done, Will.
And that's always the thing, is when your opponent has more balls on the table, you've got a lot more to hide behind.
You do.
If you've only got one left, that's what happened for Glenn, unfortunately. He had 3 or 4 goes at that 14.
Yeah. You've just got to try to manage when you do get a chance, especially if you've only got the 1 ball left and your opponent has a few. You really have to be careful when it's your turn how well you can execute the shot.
All right, so we should get a bit of a score update there.
And we've got the other match going on at the moment as well to try to get into the semi-finals.
Yep, that's correct. And the other match, we'll just see if we can get you that score for you guys if you're following along. Let's have a look here.
So very close in this particular
Oh, wow.
match.
So it's 53-all for Spartans and TFGF. And Team Harung and the Snipers, it's 108-93.
Wow.
So that's 2
very close matches.
That's what we like in the Diamond League. We don't want to see too many blowouts. We like to see close matches. You know, I've done some statistics on the Diamond League and all the finishes and everything, and 88% of the games, I'm not making that up, this is dead set truth, 88% of the games come down to the marquee.
That's a great stat.
Yeah. I'm absolutely really surprised. I thought it might be a bit more of a spread, you know, maybe like 70%. But yeah, 88% come down to the marquee game. So if you want a fair league and you want something that's going to be down to the wire and you're not putting your cue in the racket, you know, round 6.
Well, it's not. It certainly has never proven to be a blowout type of league in the format, and certainly with the Fargo rate now, it's designed to be close, and it's proving that. As you said, 88%. I would be surprised. I would have thought it was 87, but no. But 88 it is, and no, we've got to be happy with the fact that the format allows for these matches to be close.
Yep.
And it's surprising. It doesn't matter where you finished in the league this year. If you've made the finals, you're a chance. And that's what we're seeing as of yesterday and today. And you can always have teams that we believe played exceptionally well throughout the season, finished number one or the top two or top three, and think they're guns and they're going to go well in the finals, and all of a sudden they're out.
Don't, yeah.
And sometimes it's thinking they're going to go well. Someone mentioned to me the other day that, I'm in, the team I'm in, it's been good. We've been going well for a couple of years. I think it's, it could be our turn. And I said, that's just dangerous just to say that. You don't know. It's nice to think you've got a chance this weekend, which I'm sure every team
Well, why turn up if you haven't got a chance?
If they had a chance,
Yep.
they'd be here. But certainly don't go beyond that. Enjoy the situation, enjoy the fact that there's going to be a bit of pressure and prepare for it. And
Mate, pressure is a privilege. I think I've heard that somewhere. Pressure is a privilege. You very rarely get it. It's like, no, it's true. Like, yeah, sometimes you're in a car and you're driving and someone cuts you off or there's something and you get that, oh my God, and your heart's pounding and all that sort of stuff. But to play in sport or a game where you're under pressure, everyone's watching and it's you against the table and, you can't buy that.
No, it is more common in pool, definitely, when you see the competitions happening, and whether it's singles or teams event. With the teams event, it's a totally different pressure because you've got teammates, you've got supporters, you've got an opposition, and it builds up, and you're feeling it.
Yep,
you're feeling it, and it's the best. The best feeling is when you can play well under that situation.
Yeah. So Nick's at the table. He's made a ball off the break.
Not a bad break.
Yep.
Not a lot of options. He's really only got stripes from here, and that's still got a little bit of work. The 1 and the 11 are tied up. The 13's a little bit trickier. But he hasn't got too many choices from here.
How do you think these players would play under a shot clock?
It's interesting because I've seen
I know
players,
Todd would appreciate it, but...
Yeah, I think it's a consideration, especially in finals and in teams finals like this. Players definitely slow down a little bit, take a little bit more time trying to be accurate or trying to be not negative, but they end up being negative because they just take too long. And so a shot clock, it can add to the pressure, no question, but I think as you get more used to playing it, you become better at decision making because I think you stop procrastinating and thinking, no, actually, no. I could. Usually, as you get through, become more experienced, the choice that you see can quite often be the right one at the beginning.
Yeah, I've always believed that. Because generally, your first option is the best.
We play through feel, whether it's touch and feel on the table, but also feel as in how the situation of the frame looks like panning out. And it's usually when you start to doubt then, when you got that extra minute or second to sort of throw your mind around, you start getting a little bit, oh, maybe that's not the right shot. And then you change and then you think, oh, maybe it is. And then you don't end up playing it 100%.
Yeah, Nick's played a nice solid shot there. So he will be, taking on the 15, I guess?
The 15 is not that bad because I think from the angle, he may even get through the 7 and 8, which is actually going to direct him straight at the 1.
No, it doesn't look like it.
So from potting the 15...
Oh, the white ball, you mean?
The white ball could potentially
So he's cutting back towards the right-hand corner pocket.
Yeah. But the white could potentially go through the 7 and 8, close to where the 1 and 11 is now. And he did look at that. So I think he's sort of seeing, there is that gap.
Yep.
And the only downfall would be if he clipped the side of the 1 and went in off.
Worst case scenario, I guess, if he does take the 15 cut back and catches the I don't think he'll catch the 7. I think he'll catch the black more than anything.
Yeah. We'll see how he goes.
Yep. But the black could go in off the 11 and the...
Okay. So he overcut it, which meant that he kissed the 8 ball. the top of the 8 ball on the way through.
Right.
And so the white didn't get through that gap. But it's not bad. You know, leaving a ball over the hole is actually good from the point of view of some of the other balls that are on the table.
Yeah. Will's got to try and, manufacture some. Yeah, he's trying to look at how does he land
If
to
he
get
wants
onto the
to come
5.
back there, he's got to really play the 7 and screw back.
Yep. Might even screw back and knock in the 15 too.
It's possible. We have to spread the angle, but that's possible. But probably one thought at a time. So just pot this and screw back. He actually did pot the ball. So like we just said, maybe that was when you have more than one thought in your mind, you sort of execute half and half. So didn't make the ball, but he did actually pot the ball, which actually didn't hurt.
Yeah, I guess I just looked at that angle and I just thought it was going to be pretty close to natural. But as you say, he missed the pot completely and he's knocked it in. Well, he's got the 4, 5, 7 all lined up nicely for nowhere to go. And Nick's now coming to the table working out what he's going to do. He's got the 10 in the side. And then what is he going to go up and down the table? Do you think he could he get that 13 to come down in combination onto the 11?
It's definitely possible. So the problem is getting into the side of the left-hand side of the table to be able to play that shot, and they actually would hold the 13 there as well. So if he was able to get the 13 in behind the 1, it would either pot the 11 directly.
Yep.
But in saying that, it would definitely kiss the 1 and stay there.
Yep.
But getting to that position now is very difficult. I mean, an experienced player could potentially use bottom left, come to the side cushion, spin it around.
Yep.
But Nick's, again, nice playing ball player generally, and he's now looking at trying to just run it in, and where his cue is now is where he thinks he can still see the 13 to make the punt. I think the cue ball is going to be very close to that if he makes it.
Right.
So I think he has got that possibility. It may go slightly right of that. And
so more close to that
diamond.
Yep.
Just depends on the way he plays it.
Oh, he's playing the 13 here.
Okay. Maybe he's running off it and running up the table. So that's where the cue ball was going. That's why he was up there. Not bad. He's pulled one of his balls off the cushion.
Yep.
And as we say, Will has now got a ton of options, but none of them
great.
Really great for his sets of balls. So
wouldn't surprise me if we see him put a soft shot on that 3 and try to park get the 3 to come.
And that is a good option. And I think it's a sort of shot that I often tell people that they need to practice.
And no one does. Call that a half ball snooker?
Well, it's either that or just you'd hit it more full ball.
Right, and get it to rebound out.
Yes.
Right,
and
at the same...
They're the sort of shots that nobody practices, and yet in this situation would be a pretty good option. If he does bump it out and snookers him from the 13 and the 10, I don't know that the white can get down past the 1.
No, I don't think it can. And
So
I think Kate will be called in to observe that one.
Yes, that could be a good shot, but he really needs delicate. So it really needs to hit the 13 almost a little bit to the left, if not dead straight. Wow, okay. Well, he's managed to...
he's managed to tie up the 10.
Tie up all the balls now.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Wouldn't be unhappy with that.
No.
Not really sure what he was trying to do.
No, I don't know either.
But...
we'll get him to come and tell us later and say, can you explain what happened here?
Yeah, I'm not sure that he would know.
No.
But anyway, we could leave it at that.
Yep.
We won't guesstimate.
So Nick's got to make a couple of choices here. Does he disturb the 10-2? Does he try to push the 3 down into the cluster? Does he, he doesn't want to touch this little set of balls down the bottom there because they're just of no good to Will at the moment. He could potentially play the 10 and push the 2 down into that little cluster of 3.
The problem there is you then have to make sure a ball hits a cushion.
Yep.
And
probably, you would hopefully that the 2 would hit the 4.
The 5 or the 4, but then you need the cue ball would then be sent away. Like it wouldn't stay there because of the angle coming in.
No, I agree.
As a result, it may disturb it enough to leave it on.
Yep.
He may just. I'm not sure what he's doing. But
I think he's just going to tickle this down.
try to get in behind the one.
Yeah, I think he's either doing that or he's nice shot.
I think he's opened up that 11,
Mm.
so the one has come out enough that the 11 is now on in that situation. So that's okay. He did okay there.
Nick's a very cagey player. He's played for a long time.
He has, yeah.
He's played with some good teams back in the day when we used to play in the league with Bob O'Connor. He used to play out of Hornsby.
Yes, and Nick's been to Vegas a few times, so he's certainly got some experience from there.
What's the score in the other match?
Just went up.
Oh, okay. What have we got there? Team Harung. Team Harung is 111, and the Snipers 108. Wow, that's coming down to the wire.
Wow, that is so close. That must be really close to the end of the match now.
Yes. Yeah, just given the scores and I just think the Fargo differences, yes, it's very, very close. I wonder if they're finished.
Yeah, sort of.
They could be on the other table, though. They could be on table 5.
Oh, no, just updated.
The Snipers got up. So the Snipers advanced 123 to 111.
Wow, that was close.
Well, congratulations to the Snipers.
Well done.
They'll be going into the sudden death
Knockout
semi-final.
semi-finals, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, watch the
Watch
8.
the black. Oh, my goodness.
me.
Oh, wow. All right, well, I think we should cut the stream here. This is going to take a while.
That pocket is now well and truly safe or dangerous.
Yes, yeah, either or. Wow.
Nothing's getting past that.
Oh. Now, that 13-4 sort of line up for a potential plant if he can somehow get...
Yeah, 7 onto the 13 will make the 4 if he can hit across the top of the 7. But
is he going to go into the back of this and just try and flick out the 1? Like just extract
he might
it out?
as well. It's
a free shot.
Certainly could do that. Send the white back up the table.
Yeah,
Hits it thin enough.
You don't want to go anywhere near that.
Yeah, not a bad option. Got the 1 out and the 3.
Yep.
Worked out well.
Well done, Will. Good shot, mate. Nick's going to have a bit of work to do to get rid of that 11. Probably reverse double back into this.
Well, he'd have to be on the other side of the table.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go near it from this particular shot at this angle.
No, I'd be, if it was me, I'd play either push the 4 into the corner pocket with the 13 and try and extract the 13 or extract the 10. It's his.
You could do that, and then the white comes and just kisses onto the 7, which shouldn't really leave too much.
Yep.
And that would open up that side of it. Get the 4 out the way, have the 13 on at least. Still not a lot of options, really. Yeah, I just don't like what he's looking at.
Is he looking at trying to stick this?
I don't think he can't possibly be thinking he can get the 11 in past it.
Past the black?
The black's too far into
Can we
the
get a shot on that, please, Todd? Oh, he's wedged him in.
My
no.
goodness me. That 8 is further in, and that you do not want to be there.
Oh, wow. You know what? He's going for a stalemate.
Do you know what? It's not further in. I reckon that 11 will go now.
Wow.
I don't know. He's going to nick off the 7?
Yeah, and push the 4 in. He called the 4. Oh,
Goodness,
he's got the 4 and the 7.
Potting them all.
Wow. Go, Will.
Look at how that pocket's open now. So if he runs the 1 up, so if he cuts the 1 up to the top left, that's a big pocket now.
Yes.
If he
just
sees it.
Yeah. He's looking at it.
Like you can hit the cushion first, you can hit the jaw first. Yeah.
All right, Will, take your time, mate. Just roll it up there, buddy.
He's trying to dig into it.
Is he trying to extract the two at the
He's
same
trying to
time?
come back for the 2, yeah.
Oh, exactly
There we
what you
go.
said. No, well, you called it, so that's fine. What a shot, Will. The adrenaline, mate. You can see how fast he's moving around the table.
He's got to just settle because there's nothing crazy here. And now he's put his arms are awkward now. So even though it's not too difficult, he's got to be careful because it's not a normal position that his arm would have been in.
Yes.
So that quite often puts you out of whack.
Yeah.
But he's now still got to be careful.
Would you take the 6 here and
I think
come
the
off the bottom?
5.
Oh, okay. You like the 5?
Come back across and then run the 6 and come down the table.
Yeah.
Because from the 6, it's a bit trickier. But if you can just run this in and come back to where he is now. Just a little shuffle.
Yeah.
As you are trying to ride it in. A little bit of top just to run down.
Just don't get caught by the 10. Don't get caught.
He has.
Oh,
I tell you what. He needed a little bit of running side on that, but he's got away with it. And then he's just got to zigzag it so he doesn't underplay it.
Yep, played it well.
Yeah, zigzag it and then just punch it
Yeah.
to get it past the 11.
Well
there
done.
we go. Nice result. And it finished a bit quicker than we'd expected.
Yeah, I was expecting a stalemate.
Yeah, I'd already booked another night's accommodation. We're okay again. Cancel that one.
All right. They picked that one up. Well done.
I suppose the only technology in the future from our friends in America might be to actually see which round we're in and stuff like that.
Oh, you mean from Digital Pool?
Yeah. So if there was actually the digital scorecard
Yes.
of where we're up to and what's left.
Yeah, we are working with Digital Pool, and I want to give a shout out to the guys at Digital Pool.
Yeah, no, they do great.
They've worked with us over the last 12 months to just get us to this point. We've had to install a server. It's been one heck of a journey, and it's, we've had challenges the whole way. It hasn't been an easy run. The only easy run we had was when Todd came in and installed all his bits and pieces. That was the only thing that went smoothly. Everything else, dirt. No, it was just like roadblock.
Glenn managed to get a ball from the corner in, so got some choices now.
Excuse me. Sorry, I'm coughing my lung up there. So we are working with them at the moment. They wanted to get us to this stage, and now they're going to start working on being able to actually have a scoring method for Diamond League.
Okay.
So when the guys get the digital pool, they'll be able to score. So they can have the BCA score, which will push through to Fargo.
Yes.
And then they'll actually be able to take our our scoring method and structure and then put it into the digital pool so that now we can say, all right, round 2, double.
Very good. That's great.
So that'll give the viewers obviously a lot more in insight.
That's it. They'll know where the match is up to.
Yep.
And what's left and how far ahead they might be. And we're very close at the moment. Only 5 points in this match.
Oh, Glenn's gone for the power shot.
And just that, it just shows you the accuracy required on a diamond table. As much as we do call these big pockets, they still have to get past the jaw.
Yeah.
And, the jaw might seem like it's, got an open pocket, but what happens is the drop of the slate.
The shelf?
Yes, is a little bit further in.
Mm.
So Joe's going to potentially open some balls here with the 1. From the 1, I'd say.
Nice. Center pocket. Cleans them out. he's probably
He
a bit
hasn't left
unfortunate.
anything.
He's pretty unfortunate there. I was going to say,
Yeah.
he's been a bit unlucky.
Yeah.
Just for everyone's information, Joe Chow, he's a 700 odd Fargo player. He's very accomplished. He's won a few tournaments here in Australia. Heck of a nice guy. I think Taiwanese, from memory. I think Joe's Taiwanese, and does a bit of coaching.
Okay.
And a heck of a nice guy. He's trained a lot of the younger Asian players and giving them a bit of a.
Calling the 7.
Yep. Use the 11.
It's a lovely shot.
So
Again, that's an experienced player. Not many other players with a lower Fargo would have actually seen that shot.
Yep.
And so it's certainly something to remember if you can and try to practice it.
Yep.
You should be able to just roll this in and come back for the 4 or 2. Struck that well.
Yep.
Yep. I'm just hoping, I think the 2 goes.
Yeah, 2 goes past the 4, I'm pretty sure.
And then he needs to weave his way after the 4 to get a shot on the 5, which is not easy on this side of the table. There's not a lot of room through there.
Yeah, because you got that 9 and the 14.
That's
pretty
right.
much a bit of a wall of balls there.
So he may need a little bit of an angle to the left of
The 4.
so he can come down with a bit of pace, maybe 1 or 2 cushions, try to get past the 9 or 14. Just needs to hold this, a little bit of backspin, trying to hold it. Yeah, he just took his eye off the pot.
Yep.
Trying to control the cue ball.
Now, guys, best players in the world do miss. It is possible.
It's the same reason
Mm.
for not potting it, whether it's Joe, or whether it's Glenn, or whether it's anybody else. It's just putting your focus onto the cue ball after the pot and taking your eye off the line of aim.
Let me ask you something. Why do you think snooker players don't play pool? Like some do, but not a lot.
They sort of, some of the snooker players think,
What do you think the other guys do?
Trying to probably cover the pocket.
yeah, he probably wasn't trying to leave up the 5, but unfortunately, but he's sort of blocked the pocket.
Mm.
So he's still got to do a lot of work. He's trying to manufacture like a.
He's going to draw
screw
this straight back to the side rail for the
back.
4.
He's
And
not hot, no, too
he's
low.
going forward.
Oh, he's tried to.
Wow, he's got the 4 at the top.
That's a great shot.
Great shot, Joe. So, so back to what I was saying.
Yeah, I think the unfamiliarity of the game. If you've grown up with
Right.
snooker,
Yep.
and you've always played snooker, then pool isn't necessarily an attractive option for you. And I guess some players that were able to come across to American pool, just
Bricked that.
got away with it.
Yeah, he has. He's killed
Yeah,
the
just-
11 and
Snooker players that tried 9-ball when it first came out, like I did, realised that from a snooker background, the potting was so easy and comfortable. You then just had to learn the skills of the game. And I think some people don't like having more than one code
right.
to play.
So
And I
they just
know
want to
that
stick.
I
They
went
want to just
through-
stick to one.
Yeah, I went through a couple of changes after playing snooker and pro snooker for a number of years, and then 9-ball came along, and I was fortunate to be successful straight away and win an Australian title and go to the world titles. I decided to pursue American pool. Yeah, just stretched a little bit and try to sort of make it without, taking that care factor.
Yep.
And then I put all my eggs in one basket with pool and did that successfully for a number of years, and then transitioned back to being a little bit of both at the moment. But yeah, I think it's very difficult to focus very heavily on all cue sports.
Going to go behind the 9 here.
Double kiss didn't help him.
Wow.
And I mean, he didn't do anything wrong there. It just made the angle of the pot, got a double kiss on the 11, and then it just happened to kiss.
So he's working out his aiming line to kick at this black, which he's trying to kick this into the side, the right-hand side pocket past the 11 there. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, that looks a nice angle there. Let's see how close he gets. Hit it nicely.
Oh, I tell you what.
Off the
I
11.
tell you what.
Oh, wow.
No more mistakes from Glenn.
Glenn, this is your one and only
But you know-
chance, mate. You're not going to get another shot.
No. He's
They're-
got to clear the 15.
Yeah.
So that's a must because then the 11 can
Is
go.
on.
But the 11 also goes
on
up
to the
towards the 13. But again, we're seeing that no frills, no rest, stretch out.
Yeah.
He's a pub
player.
but he's played a lot of pool. He wouldn't do it unless he was comfortable. Okay, so he's going to end up with a plant.
You might take the 10 here.
Well, I like the 9 onto the 13 and run through.
Okay, so he can land
Then he may be able to choose the
10,
11.
the 10 or the 11. Yep.
Yeah. And it doesn't really matter where the 9 goes. He may end up potting it as well. But quite a bit of top spin he needs on this just to try to get through down the table. And that's hit quite well. He's not far enough for the 11, but still, he can...
Now, what ball would be your finish ball? Does it matter here in this?
Well, I sort of like the 11. So if he plays now the 10, runs back across the table, he will not, unless he gets so close to centre pocket, he will not snook himself on the 11. But if he gets near enough within a couple of balls width of that side cushion, he can then play the 11 down the bottom and comfortably have the black. I think that's the way. If you try to underplay this from this position, you end up short.
Way over to the left, and you're making your...
So you're better off coming across
and out.
And out just to sort of get through it. Don't go too low, but he has. So it's still... He's hit it quite well, pace-wise.
Yeah.
But he's just got to focus everything on the angle of the pot. Forget the fact that black's there. Forget what it means. Just make the angle and shoot straight.
I think this is double points too. Is it double point? Have they played Scotch doubles yet? No, they haven't.
No. So he's just got to really focus on the pot, not body move.
Made it.
He's made it, and he's going to have a good victory here.
Wow.
He's going to make some points as long as he just hits to the right of centre.
Yep. Did he just tap the... He didn't just tap the corner pocket, did he?
He did.
What do you mean?
He tapped that corner pocket.
I don't think he meant that as far as aiming.
No, I was but he tapped it. Like, he went like that. I went, what's he doing? Okay, all right, no problem.
Well, I'll tell you what,
he got the win.
He's got some good points coming.
Yeah, I think they'll pick up about 12 to 14 for that one.
That's good.
So that'll be quite good for the Spartans. That'll put them back in front.
And it must be double points now. Oh, sorry,
Scotch doubles.
Scotch doubles now.
Scotch doubles, yep. We asked the teams when they play on these two tables to please play their double points and Scotch doubles points on table 8 so we can maintain the commentary. Right, that way it's easy for Todd so he doesn't have to swap things around. And, we always think of Todd.
We do. We do think of Todd a lot. Won't tell him what we think, but we will.
Look at Chris Dam in the background. He's going, oh, that pressure. I can't stand it.
We're not saying he's gone into his shell, but it's a sort of shell.
Yeah, that's it.
The hoodie
Chris
shell.
He's going, yeah, wake me up.
Yeah, I think what, just from watching Will, he's got good players around him.
Yes.
And his goal should be to become more confident as a player.
Yep.
And as we see with sometimes marquee players come in and you sort of feel obligated to play those shots, and yet you may not be comfortable with them. But let's see how Will goes with the break.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cue ball went past the side pocket.
No, he hasn't got anything.
He just missed out.
Yeah, a little bit underplayed.
Yep.
Pace-wise.
Yeah, it wasn't his same shot, and the cue ball came off to the
It
side
went off
as
to
well.
the side, which takes the power out of the pack.
Yep.
If you can hit square on like the players are doing straight down the table, the majority of, or nearly all of your power in that cue ball goes through the pack and spreads it and gives it a chance to go around the table.
Yep.
And it gives it a better option for the second balls down to track back to the centre.
All right, so they're playing Scotch doubles here. So there's the score difference, 83 to 73.
So a total of 5 frames if required.
Yeah, so the one
Including
Scotch
this one?
doubles, the three double points, and then the marquee, what we call the marquee game.
And then I would imagine a short break before the semi-final knockout.
Yes, I would say so. Yeah, there'll be a little bit of administrative stuff. We've got to determine, who's played who in the brackets, because it's 2 winners versus 2 losers. So our preferred option is that you don't play someone that you've knocked into the losers bracket. So when we look at the 2 losers, we look at the 2 winners and we say, did you play them in the winning side to knock them into the loser side? So we try to avoid them having to play them again.
Okay.
That's just our preferred option, but it never works that way. It's always generally coin flip. This is who you get.
Yeah, I mean, the winning teams are sitting there waiting, and the 2 losing teams out of a hat, sort of thing.
Mm.
So
But I do try to
either
prefer.
way.
I do try to prefer that
Of course.
if you
Yeah.
played them and you knocked them into the loop,
I mean, I've been in a situation where I've come out of a group in a singles competition
Mm-hmm.
and played someone else in my group purely rated on the scaling of your seeding. So you've seeded in your results 1 to 32, for example,
Yep.
if they're the number of players left in the draw. And it
You've
just
come
happens to
through
fall.
in 2 and they're in number 28 or something.
And you
or
just
29.
happen to play
Yep.
someone else from the same group. It's just the way the draw is. But
Oh yeah, no, I understand that. But if
I get your meaning. Yeah.
yeah, if you can avoid it, great. If not,
It's actually got a decent little setup here
oh yeah,
if you can manage it. But it's
Oh.
because trying to decide which is the best shot to play, because if he runs through, he's really limited on what he does. If you can screw back, 13's not a bad ball now, but
I think they're going to take 13 and then the other ball and then come around so they get onto that 10. I think he's trying to say play the 11 and then
Only
we'll take the
issue
10
there
on the
is-
side.
from the 11, the 10 to get onto the 12.
No, I think they're going to go. I think they're going to go from there to there.
That's what I
then
mean.
the 10.
When you play the 10 to get onto the 12, you've got to be very accurate. You still
Yeah.
got to either contact the 1.
Yeah,
you
you're
might
going for
just
the 1.
kiss the 8.
Yeah, well, you kiss the 8, I think you're in trouble.
Well, not if it then kisses the 8 and then the 1 full. Then you've got that angle back into the centre. But I think it's a better pathway.
Mm. Oh, and Nick's obviously taking the lead in reading the pattern.
He's still looking at the 10.
Mm. He must think he can come off that side rail and come back for the 13.
He's obviously yes, I get what you're saying.
So that's what he's coming back for. He's coming back,
And
left
he's
him.
actually done it all right.
Done very well.
It's very difficult to go from 11 to 10.
No, I would be taking the 13 and holding
10.
and putting the 10 up in the
Then
corner.
he has to make sure he clears the
Yeah.
2. But even then, from there, you've still got to create an angle away from the cushion, so to
Yeah.
cut the 8 in. But
This is actually the pivotal shot right now.
I think so.
Because if he leaves him natural, Glenn's set. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he really needs not to have to do much on the 10.
Mm.
He certainly doesn't want to be past the 10. As
And
he clears the 2.
Yes, because he doesn't want to be obscured by the 2 ball for queuing purposes.
And this is one of those situations I was saying before. You don't want to be queuing high on the cue ball
Mm-hmm.
or pulling the cue back too far.
Right.
Because in both those instances, you're going to generate more topspin. And you really just want the natural path, the natural
Can we have a look at
follow-through.
the Ayla angle? I just want to be seeing what that angle he has.
So he's got a natural straight shot.
Yeah, it is definitely natural. So it's
And then all he has to do is make sure that he's straight
yes.
or at least past the 2.
Yep. So he's playing just to roll this past
Just
the
rolling
2.
it. See, and he's quite low on the cue ball, which is good.
Yep.
And I like that because it didn't overdo the topspin.
Yep.
And now he's actually probably on the outside again. He's probably gone too far.
Yeah, it's probably gone 1 roll too far, I reckon.
Which shows you how delicate the shot was.
Yes. I mean,
He really now has to screw back the other side of the 2.
yeah, he has to get it back to the rail.
No. Yeah, I think he's too far that way.
Oh,
I don't think. I think it's going to there.
right.
I think he's already gone past.
Oh, you think he's too high. So, in
Yeah.
other words, he's going for the 11.
Yeah, because that way he comes out and he's at least got a shot on the 10.
See, the thing is, when you stretch like that and you're trying to punch it,
You can't follow through
Yeah.
successfully through
Yeah.
the cue ball, so you certainly don't get a good contact.
yeah, a bit of a missed opportunity there for the lads. But it was delicate. There was a bit of difficulty
he
in
actually
there.
had to almost drag that cue ball to pot the ball in the middle to not go further.
Yep.
And you don't often think of that from that distance. Do I have to drag in it that far? But it slows the cue ball down.
Well, Adam's quite a good player too. I've been watching Adam over the last couple of years, and Adam's improved. He plays a lot of
He
the
looks like he's
comps.
taking on the 2, which is quite a shot that he needs to get.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a lot of angle, but he's certainly starting to feel the situation. And if any thought goes in there of don't miss,
We've all been there, done that.
because when you look around and the only 2 balls when you move that 2 are the opponent's 2 balls, it's like, I don't know about this.
Well, Adam's going to
So he's
take on
looking
the 2 into the
Looking at
corner.
running through, and running through is fine. He won't go in off. Not from that angle. But now he's getting a bit uncertain.
Do you think he's missed? Do you think he's like he's settled on the shot, but do you think he just missed his aiming?
No, he's questioning what the white's doing.
Okay.
You see how much focus he's putting onto the white?
Okay.
That can disturb the result.
Right.
If he's now focused on the aim.
Wow, he caught the knuckle. Nice.
He did, and it was always close to that, but I don't think he was ever going to go in off. But
Yep.
The good thing that I
me.
picked up from that was, regardless of how he was uncertain of the cue ball path, he went back to focusing on the line of aim of the object ball, made it, and now his teammate takes over.
So Will's looking here. He's just going to go forward.
Yeah, just a stop shot, or maybe roll forward for the 4. Okay, had a bit of an angle, so he's just going to stun. The 4 doesn't leave a good angle to get down to the 7.
You don't think so?
Don't think it's enough. He might have to dig into it a little. Sort of.
Yeah.
That way. And certainly won't go that way. But
Adam might have to just look, he's pointing where he wants it to
but
be.
I think he sees further down than where it's going to end up, unless he tries to manufacture an angle.
I think he's going to try and manufacture. I think
If
he'll.
he does,
I think he'll raise the cue a bit.
Got to be careful
that
he doesn't play the cue ball and hit the 4 into the 6.
So he's playing this through, and he's going to try and hit just past that diamond. There it is. Done that well. Nice pace.
That's okay. He's left.
Natural angle for him to come down into the 6.
Yeah, but again, it's one of those ones that you could easily go too far.
Yeah, but I would. The natural line to me is to come down and hit this 10.
Yeah.
I would be aiming towards that. That way, even if you bump the 10,
Oh, if you could pick that line, you'd have it.
it's not the natural line.
It's pretty natural. It's just
12 ball. Sorry, guys.
no, that's okay. It's just how far he's looking to get the cue ball down. Because if he's shallow, then he's going to have to cut the 6 and go down from the bottom cushion, come back up, things like that. So it should be okay. He's got the cue ball will definitely travel.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of pocket pace.
Yep.
And the white ball should be in a good position.
Yeah. So
But
he's
he's also got the 1 if he happens to fall a little short.
and I think that's the.
The 1 would be good because he could just do a stop shot.
Yep.
Leave a little angle on the 3, but then he's still got to work around the 3 to the 8. He's got to settle down. He sort of walks around super quick.
Nice. A bit shallow.
Put a little stun on it.
Yeah.
He put a little left on it, which he didn't need.
Yeah.
because that killed the white and it checked it.
Yeah, so now Adam's got to probably
He's gotta-
go with the 6 in the
He's got to
slot.
cut the 6 in
Yep.
because if he plays the 3, the white's going over to the wrong side. So he's got to cut this in and then really go quite a bit of travel with the cue ball.
Yeah, well, because the thing is, so the 6 is coming off it fairly thin. Is he going to go up and around, or what's he going to
He's
do?
looking at the 1 now. Maybe? No. I don't know.
Let's have a look.
Very thin angle on the 6.
Maybe he'll play this 6 down and put running side on it to check it up and bring it back
It's
up.
almost too thin to start worrying about side as well.
Right.
Because you don't want to start playing with the left-hand side and head up towards that top left corner. It's quite a natural thin angle which will keep the white fairly straight up and down after you make that 6.
Knock it in, Adam. Yep, he's looking at that. Saying, I'm planning it to leave you there, mate.
All good plans. Let's see what happens. It's just coming to decision and then playing that decision. If you have, I could do this or I could do that, clear one out and make one a clear decider. I don't know if he's trying to think he can hold the white, but it's very thin.
Yeah, I think what he's thinking is he wants to have a couple of options for Will.
Well, maybe he's looking at rolling the 3 in it and leaving an angle for the 1 back in the other corner.
No, he's taking the 6. Oh, is he taking the 3?
No, 6.
Yep. Yeah, he. I think he knew that it was going to spring off quite a way.
I just thought he was looking shorter on the 1, but he really just has to just roll the 3 in.
Yep.
The white will come away and leave him be able to put his hand on the table and play the long 1 ball.
Yeah.
Any harder than that, he's going to have to put top spin. He's going to have to put some side spin. He's going to have to really turn that cue ball around 2 or 3 cushions.
So you're just going to drop this in, basically?
I think just drop it in and just give him
putting a little bit of top on it.
And that just keeps, reasonably straightforward. The 8 will go into the bottom right. And then Adam's just got to focus on putting the tip below centre. Just about a tip below centre. Playing a nice, strong shot into the corner.
Yep, top right corner.
Sort of stunning it across and leaving
Will of black.
The black into the bottom right.
He's looking at what he's going to leave.
Exactly what he's trying to do. Just pull it over to the side cushion and bounce it off, but focus everything now on the angle. And he's not worrying about left and right. He's just like a tip below centre, just stunning it straight across. That's all he has to do. Yep. The only way he would go in off is if he put on
too much
two tips of backspin or something and screwed it in. But just a tip or even half a tip below centre, just enough to slide it over. Don't think too much about it, Adam.
I think he's just visualising it.
Yeah.
Did you notice he bumped the cue there and it put him off, so he's stood back up?
Great thing to do. If you're about to go down and you get disturbed or you're distracted or something away from what your thought is, always get up and reset yourself. He hit that beautifully.
Beautiful
Absolutely
shot,
beautiful.
Adam.
Never moved.
Very good shot,
strong.
Adam. Very solid.
Now, this is just the slightest angle.
Yep.
Will needs to just see the contact point, aim at it, and don't move. Just a little below centre again, just to hold the white.
Nice. Knocked it in.
Good result.
Well done, lads.
Good shot. Well done, boys, at the end there.
Yep. So they'll probably pick up about 10 points there. So it'll be all 83 square.
Yes. Going into
double
the
points.
double points.
All right.
There we go, 83 each.
Wow. 10 points there it was.
One more each and they'll be level.
Look at Chris taking photos. Now remember this moment, boys.
Exactly. Do you remember when it was 83 all? I do
Yeah.
actually. I took a photo.
I think he's sending that to somebody.
No, they did well. It was a nice little finish there.
Yep. Wow. Well, we've got like 2 more matches to go. After this, 2 semi-finals.
2 semis and a final
Mm.
for the biscuits.
Yep. 12,000 in the final.
Not bad, mate. Not bad at all.
I know. This is why you're coming back, isn't it?
No.
Take another bite of the cherry. Why not?
Back for the team spirit
Yep.
and the marquee.
No, the
timeouts.
marquee action, mate. The marquee
Oh, the
timeouts.
actions. The marquee
The
actions.
marquee
Not the
timeouts.
marquee timeouts. What am I talking about?
I know. You love the marquee timeouts.
I wish there was 20.
You
No,
can-
I don't, because
no.
I'd just be stopping everyone.
I know. Babysitting everyone, mate.
Stop. What are you going to do? I'm just braking, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. This is a lag.
I'm chalking up, man.
What sort of jog is it?
Oh, dear. Oh, well. So, Mr. Captain Moonboot, Mark Lang, has got the break. Now, I think TFGF were the seeded number 2, I think, from memory. I think they were seeded number 2 on the bracket.
From the groups?
From
the whole league?
From the league, yeah. I think they were seeded number 2.
That's a good result then.
Yeah, they're down the bottom. Scroll down. There we are. So see how it says 2 next to their name? And Spartans were number 9.
Okay.
So 2v9, and the Snipers were number 6. And let's have a look at our other matches at the top there. So Pyramid Scheme were 20, and Blackball was 7. So Pyramid Scheme are actually the ones that are
Yeah.
a bit of the dark horse.
Yeah, 20. They finished 20th.
Mm,
Wow.
right at the bottom.
Didn't even make the 16.
No.
So they qualified in last week.
Last spot, yeah. And that's the thing we try to do, is we try to give your season's not completely done. You get that last option to try to get yourself into the final 4 spots. And we had a playoff, I think, for 8 teams or 7 or 8 teams. They at least all got a shot. It was a one-hit wonder. Got them in. That's the way it goes. So they've done very well, actually,
They
for
have.
themselves.
Absolutely.
To make them go through undefeated. Pretty impressive.
Mm.
All right. Mark Lang going to the centre of the table. Now, he's a classic pub player too.
Oh, they are. They're definitely, showing their experience and not having to be fancy about it. Just, bringing their own rack cues and everything.
Yeah, I might have to bring an oxygenator or something into this comms room, mate, I reckon. Just, and we'll make sure we've got no clock, just like Vegas, so you never know what time it is.
You never know, do you?
No.
You don't want to sometimes.
No. 88.
Who's turned the light out outside? No, that's the sun coming up. Oh, my
oh,
God.
wow.
Time to go to bed, eh?
That happened to me a few times in Vegas. Oh, dear.
What's that bright light? It's called the sun.
yeah.
Get rid of that.
Yeah. I've seen a few people crash and burn after about 4 days. I've seen a few people when they go to Vegas, they blow all their dough on the first day and they've got to get on a plane and go home.
Well, they wouldn't be the only people that have done it.
Oh, dear. I've seen it happen a few times.
And with an accent that's actually called Lost Wages.
Oh,
Las Vegas, isn't it?
yeah. Lost wages.
City of Dreams.
That $5 lobster. No more.
All right.
Well, they don't have buffet. They've hardly got buffets over there anymore.
Have they?
No, hardly.
Oh, I
any.
wouldn't allow it, would they?
Nah.
Not with COVID.
Oh, COVID, they shut it all down. Soon as the buffets closed when COVID hit.
And yet they still have them here.
Yeah.
Still have clubs and that with their buffets.
Yeah.
I wonder if, well, they'd have to have it on cruise ships.
Yes. Oh, God, who wouldn't want to be one of those cruise ships when COVID hit? Oh, my God. They're going into quarantine for freaking
Quarantine
6
for
months.
9 months.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
That was a terrible time. All right, young Will. Try and thread this 5 into the corner pocket.
he's got to get up high enough to be on something.
Nice shot. He's gone onto the 2
Travelled,
and the
it's
4.
travelled.
He's going to take the 4. Come around for the 7, I think.
It's a very thin shot on the 4.
Yeah, well, is he likely to hit that 15?
He could do. I don't think he'll. It was very thin. He may ever miss it. Oh no, he did hit it, and that didn't help.
And that did not help, no.
But he may have to put a little bit of spin. The 2 may go
In between the 12 and the 14 in the corner.
The 13 and 14, but the 3.
Oh, 13 and the 14, yeah, sorry.
The 3 might need a little swervy, but it won't leave anything. The 6 won't go, so he's got to figure out what's next.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate because that really stopped any run there. Excuse me for yawning. Oh, couple of early starts. Couple of late finishes in a row. Well, everybody complimented the tables, mate. So you did a good job wet blocking them all and cleaning them up. So good job.
Give him a good scrub, mate. More than wet block. We got the bucket of water and scrubbed every table. It's interesting to have seen that first time I saw that from Alex in Adelaide.
Yep.
Where he just got the ice bucket full of soapy water with some wool mix.
Yep.
Nice shot. Always just that extra little bit of running side didn't help because he's left something. But yeah, saw Alec get the ice bucket with warm water and wool mix and bubble it all up and just start putting big chunks of water on there and just scrubbing it. And I tell you what, it works. Got the air dryers out and didn't take too long.
No.
Put some new spots on.
Yep.
Just saw then.
Yep. Your handiwork.
Yep.
Sounds like it's getting a bit noisy out there in the club.
That's good.
Yeah,
Good business noise.
Not complaining. Not complaining. Let's zoom in on this shot. Make sure he doesn't foul. Oh, I'm the ref and I can't call
and we
off
still
that.
had time to pan back and see the ball drop. So he's obviously hit it so sweet.
Yeah, that's it. Our cameraman, mate, he was like, boom, boom. Blink and you'll miss. All right. Marky Mark.
Only the players had the touch of Todd.
Yeah, that's it. Marky Mark and the moon boot. That's what he gets up to. I can take the 12 on.
So they should be called the pub pool professionals next year.
Pub pool. Well, isn't that what the Vegas League is? The pub pool promotions?
Quite possibly.
Yeah, pretty
He's
DK
going
and
the
George.
12 in the corner.
Nice
Hit
shot.
that lovely. I think I remember playing this team a number of times and you start to admire that the no frills is effective.
Definitely.
You know, we're looking at, do I hit this with bottom left and top right? They just roll it in.
Yep.
And it goes. They get on another one. They get on another one.
Yep. That is actually something we learnt when we went to America a few times.
Oh,
Nice place. What a shot. He's left himself the 14 and he's possibly even got a shot on the 15. Do you think that 7's obscuring it? I don't
No,
know.
I think it's potable, but I'm not sure that he knows what to do.
Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere
after
either.
that.
Yeah. Because it's going over towards that third diamond, roughly on the top rail. So,
unless you knew how to screw back into the 2, it would be the wrong option. And the 10's a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's not sure what's happening after the 14. That's the only problem why he hasn't sort of taken it straight away. He's cutting the 14 in the middle, the cue ball's going up the table. It's like every shot's got that little bit of uncertainty now with the cue ball after it.
Adam Taylor is playing on the other table.
In one of the marquee games.
One of the double points games, yeah.
A double point, sorry.
Yep.
Double points. Okay, let's see what he does.
Oh, he tried to clip it.
Tried to put a bit extra into it to move that.
Oh, he actually nudged it into a worse position. That's not good. Will's straight up to the table, quick, smart. He's going, hang on, that's 7. Can I get that?
Not from anywhere easy.
No.
And even the thin cut on the 2 is going to be very difficult to, say, transition the white around to it. So still a lot of work to do. If he could put very high topspin on this and check it and come straight back up into it. So a little bit of right hand spin, but you're probably looking at about 11:30 on the cue ball and try to really get that thinness and bring the white straight back up the table. It's got a bit lower now. That's what he tried.
He's missed it, got in off.
So actually had the shot. If you noticed, he was high and then he dropped it down.
Mm.
So he went closer to the middle and actually got more side spin than top spin.
Which pulled it off.
Pulled it off past the 7.
Yep.
So if he'd have stayed high, he wouldn't have had that sharp turn of side.
He probably would have clipped the side of the 7,
he
I
probably
think.
could have hit it full the way he was shooting it. And just if he just checked it a little bit, so closer to like 11 o'clock.
Yep. So what's Mark's options here? He's got to dislodge this 15. Can that 15 go in over the top of the 2? Do you think?
No, I don't think so. And the 10s... See, he hasn't got really the space to go from the 10 to break open the 15.
What about the 13 off the... Oh, no, I was going to say 13 off the 7.
So what he's probably going to do is maybe screw back, if he can, or even run through from the other angle to try to leave an angle where he is now, say with the cue ball, and then screw in.
Yep.
But I don't know. I think he's trying to run through it. But he's probably run too far, which he has. He's very straight on it. He may have even gone past straight.
I think he has. I think he's,
And it just, even though it was short, he put a lot of top on it and it carried on too far. So it's just managing enough to roll the cue ball, but not as far as it did. But it was very difficult to get the right line on that side of the 13.
Mm.
I think he was probably better off putting the 10 into the other centre and having a wider range of option on the 13. But anyway, the work to do.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, as they say.
If he's straight, best he can do is maybe hold and try a double, but he's caught a double on the 13. So the white, I believe, will go towards the 2.
No, I think he thinks it's going to go straight towards the 15. See? That's what he played for. He was thinking he was going to go straight into the 15 there.
Obviously, the top spin that he had...
He was very unlucky, actually, because I thought he was going to hit it. Well, he's looking at this do-or-die shot on the 15 here. Cut it in the corner pocket.
Well, it's not on in the corner, so
I think he was looking at it here into the corner down there past the 6.
Yeah, I don't think it's on.
Okay, so Adam Taylor won that game, so it's 97-83. So there's quite a few chunk of points there. 14.
Yeah, 14's a big jump.
This is pretty important because if TFGF get this one, they basically almost make it virtually impossible. Because if you win 2 out of your 3 and you're sort of 7 to, he's gone for it. Okay, so and he's opened up that 6. Oh, depends if that 2's on.
Yeah, it's not a big pocket from the 6 from that angle.
No, but it's about the only shot he's got.
Can he get past the 7?
Yeah, past the 2, you mean?
No, can he get past the 7 to pot the 2?
No, I don't think
Probably
I think he's leaning up the 6.
Well, he's already shooting down, so that's making it difficult already. If he's just playing
Nice
a
and
stop
smooth.
Oh.
Dear, oh dear. I think Mark is going to get a lifeline. No, he's got snookered.
shot. Oh dear.
So what do you reckon? Kick in behind the black
You'll have to kick in with some side.
and try and knock the 15 up the rail? What else are you going to do?
You can't do it. And can he get through?
No, I don't think so. And you can't go the other way because the 7's obscuring the top rail.
Wow. You may have to go down past the black and put on some side.
Yep. Maybe even try and come rail first and kick it and maybe roll it up. But
That's tough.
yep. You know, if Barry Mavros was here, he'd come up with something. Just something fun to say or
Well,
some analogy. I wonder if he's going to go for 2 rails here.
he's looking at it, and I mean that's a good.
Because it brings the white ball down this way.
Well, it does, and it's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Good on him. I'm glad he's come up with that idea. That's
See what he does. He's called the pocket, and you should always call the pocket. I mean, not only are you a called shot game, but sometimes it's good. Nope.
well, he's hit it.
He's done well. But it was very hard to see
Well,
because
he's
the
got
camera just...
got a good, decent cue ball.
Yeah.
Cue ball's not too bad, but it,
If it were me here now, I'd play the 7, stop shot, and just push the 7 down to the bottom rail.
The problem is that for you to stop that, the 7 would be travelling. It would bounce well off the back cushion, and
What a shot by young Will.
he's really let that loose.
Mm.
That wasn't where he wanted to finish.
Safety?
I think he had it in his mind, so I think it was a bit of a double shot.
Mm.
And if you do that and you make the ball, now your next shot's a little bit tricky. What's he going to do? Can you see the 6?
I think you can see the edge of the 6. Could he play the 6 down into this pocket here?
Well, I think if anything, you play the 7
Right.
into that corner.
The only reason I say that is that the white's going to travel off that right hand. What's he doing? He's going for the cut on the 7.
Dear.
Wow.
That's fine.
Yeah. I think he's thinking he's going to leave the white up.
Yeah.
Oh dear, young Will. Damn. Bad luck, mate.
Yeah. Just a little bit to learn on that.
Yep.
Hopefully.
That's all right. He's only figuring the game out,
Yeah.
and he's a nice guy. Will.
So I mean, you could potentially put a little angle, but he's got a big angle and he's trying to some sort of run through.
Take going off. All right, the Spartans bring it back. So it'll probably be 97 to about 95, I reckon. That'd be my guess. And they are discussing, mate, what are you doing? You should have done this. No, Chris is actually such a good player. I think his last match, he did like 3 break and runs.
Wow. Okay.
Every break he had, break and run. Yeah, Chris is an up-and-comer.
And I mean, the one thing right now is not to get too caught up in deep discussions right now, because you've got 2 frames left.
Well, I think actually only 1 frame left.
Well, this is
No,
still
'cause
the
I think-
third double.
Okay. I thought I saw Joe on the other table playing because what's his name? Oh, okay. They needed a break and run. He had to win the lag.
Oh,
That's why they lagged, and that's why he kicked the ball away the way he did and went, damn. So they needed a break and run to win the Spartans.
okay.
So the score was 113 to 83.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I think Joe won his other game.
Oh, okay.
He was on the other table.
Oh, he won it. Okay, so
Yeah.
they had to do a break and run.
Yeah.
And that was the marquee, was it?
Yeah, that was the marquee.
Oh, okay.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We're going to cut the stream there, and we will be back with some semi-final action.
Fantastic. Can't wait.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Todd.
Let's go have a break.
Yep.